There are a couple of things that I want to address in regards to this message. So on my drive home, I kept seeing the Lover's card in my mind's eye. And then I saw the Tower card, the Death card, and the Empress, the High Priestess, the Strength card. It didn't feel like that was about you and another person. It more so felt like your connection with yourself. The divine counterpart in this scenario is you and your relationship with Source, your relationship with yourself. They're one and the same. And right now, as I'm sitting here shuffling these cards, I feel like touching on the natural ebb and flow that happens in our life, because life is not linear. Our emotions are not linear. Our life experience is not linear. And we often put the flow part of life on such a pedestal that when we're in the ebb, we feel like we've regressed. We feel like we've taken a step back. We feel like something is wrong. We've made a wrong turn. We're off the path. When the truth is, you are never off the path, because everything that is happening has been divinely orchestrated for you to experience. And when you are in the ebb, it's because you're recouping and regaining power and literally up leveling. So when you sit here and feel like, oh no, I've made a wrong turn, I'm doing something wrong, like wondering what step to take next, wondering which direction to take yourself, almost searching for the answers. I can see you like sifting through the haystack looking for the needle. But the whole point of you being in this period of your life is to pivot, is to gain a new perspective on your life experience, to zoom out and see things from a bird's eye view before you move forward, and to give yourself space for clarity to come, to give yourself space for clarity to guide you forward, and not search so much for what to do next, because that will come to you naturally. This ebb period that you may be in is for you to regain your composure and re-emerge as a newly calculated version of yourself. So instead of questioning this period of your life, feeling like, why is this happening to me? I was doing so good. It's because you're meant to gain more wisdom and integrate all of which you are receiving during the flow, because in flow, we receive and we move forward. Whereas the ebb period is a little bit more reflective. It's a lot more reflective, actually. So this is like, so for example, how muscles recover best on rest days. If you're someone who's active, maybe you can relate to this, but sometimes when we get so into our groove, so into our flow, when we have periods of rest, we might feel like, I need to get back to it. When actually, that's when you integrate your skills that you're developing. That's literally where this card has been coming up a lot in readings recently. And I'm here for it, because the end of the 9 year, the end of this snake year, feels like this card. Because like what I was just saying about when you have your off days, that's when you're actually integrating the new skills that you're developing, the new strength that you're gaining. That is when you're actually gaining the most. And when you show up again, you will have more power, more agility, more, and I don't just mean like in the physical sense, but like in life in general. So this is like addressing that limiting belief that feels so subtle, because you don't even realize that it's a limiting belief because it's so softly in the background. It's not a heavy looming thing over you where you're trying to dismantle this big issue, quote unquote, issue that you're experiencing. It's more so like the subtle ways in which you keep yourself tethered to an outdated version of yourself. You and your connection with Source. This doesn't feel like you and a physical counterpart. This is you and your relationship with yourself, keeping you tethered to your old self, because you're over here feeling like when you rest, you're doing something wrong. And like I said, I don't mean this in just the physical sense of things as someone who is physically active, but more so in life, where there are seasons where you need to rest. And if you don't give yourself permission to rest with grace, rest with the knowing that you're not doing anything wrong, you are not off the beaten path, you have not made a left turn, you are exactly where you're meant to be. And this is all a part of the process, because mind, body, spirit is so real. When you're neglecting one and giving a lot of focus to one area for a prolonged amount of time, it's natural for the others to want their turn too. So if you're focusing so much on body, then spirit might come up and say, it's my turn, you're neglecting me too. And vice versa with mind. You know what I mean? So it's not like these big, heavy things. Well, who am I to say you're not dismantling anything heavy right now, because we're all in different places. But do you get what I'm saying? Ooh, let's keep going. The 10 of Cups. Exactly. It's literally all working out in your favor. And these revelations that you're receiving during this final stretch of the year of the snake, these messages are timeless. But at the time I'm doing this reading, we are in the 4th quarter of year of the snake. Things are about to ramp up. You are going to be tested. Show them that you have studied. Look at that. Duality. Night and day. Because you cannot, what's that quote? I'm going to butcher this, but it's like, you can't appreciate, how could you appreciate the sun without sitting in the shade? That's not exactly how it is, but it's like, that's this. Appreciate this ebb season, because when you are in flow, you are literally going to approach it as a new version of yourself with new skills, new understanding, a new composure. And so when you are in flow, also don't fear the ebb, like thinking that I need to stay in this flow forever. And if I'm scared of the ebb happening, I'm going to keep looking over my shoulder, like being hyper vigilant about the ebb being a tower moment. That does happen in life. It's inevitable. It's natural. But when you're able to embrace it and have the mindset of, yes, I am in this high energy flow state, but I do know that life is literally a wave. Riding the wave, knowing that every season of your life has sustenance. Literally every season. You are not doing anything wrong. We have the Knight of Pentacles. The Nine of Cups. Ooh. And we got the 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So we got the 10 of Pentacles. We have a 9 of Cups. And the Knight of Pentacles. And under this, we have the 5 of Cups. Whenever this card comes up, it makes me think that you're in a season of time where you are actively grieving. You can't help but pay attention to the things that are heavy on your spirit, heavy on your heart, and you're giving attention to those things. And sometimes it can be you spiraling, but at the same time, like it's all about your perspective. Everything is neutral. It's how you decide to look at it. It's natural for you to hold grief and love at the same time. Those complex emotions can coexist. And this is like you making peace with the fact that yes, I am grieving. There are certain things that are leaving my life because, like I said, year of the snake, you are literally shedding your skin. Give yourself grace to appreciate who you were, the relationships that ran their course in your life, because they served a purpose, absolutely served a purpose. Even if you didn't leave unscathed, it has all served its purpose. And so this is like, okay, take your time, feel your feelings, honor your feelings, and don't push past anything, because whatever you suppress will turn into subconscious ways of being, which will inevitably affect how you show up. But don't sit here and dwell for so long that you get sucked into the, what's that? I have a few words that are trying to come out at the same time, like the cyclone, the whirlwind of your emotions. Don't sink so deep into the bottom of the abyss that you unknowingly are identifying with a victim complex. Because you have so much more waiting for you. You have so much more love waiting to enter your life. There's new versions of yourself that you have not yet met. And when you are in that ebb season, it's okay. This is just your reminder that, like, I've said this multiple times throughout this reading, but it seems like it's a message that is trying to like solidify within you right now. When you are in the ebb season of your life, it is because you are literally leveling up. You are dismantling old beliefs. And look at what you're going towards. As soon as you give yourself permission to move on from this, look at what is waiting for you. So can you get through this season of ebb, knowing that this is on the other side? And sometimes the ebb is just a period of time for you to reassess your own self-identity. It's about you. Actually, let's pull a couple of oracle cards to close out this reading. Also, at the bottom, we have the Ace of Swords. Exactly. Because you are so much more powerful than you ever give yourself credit for. What's that about? Big up yourself more, because you deserve it. And it's not coming from a place of being cocky. This is coming from a place of dignity, because you literally do the work. You literally do the work constantly, and it shows. So why are you surprised that things are getting better? It's really just about being kinder to yourself, letting yourself experience your experiences without shame, without guilt. Okay, let's get a few final messages to close out this reading for our collective. We have steadfastness and inner knowing. At the bottom of the deck, we have energetic movements. I think I actually want to read these from the book today. So we have steadfastness, which is 32, which is 5 in numerology, which is representative of change. Like, this ebb is literally a season of growth and change. And we also have inner knowing, which is 17, which is 8. Okay, so, this is the wrong one, 32. Steadfastness. So this is the Whisper of Ganesha Oracle deck. Do not waver back and forth or be moved by the circumstances that are surrounding you at this time. Be focused on your purpose and unwilling to be swayed by what other people think or by what you perceive. Ganesha heartens you by revealing that when you know your effort is not futile, you will be steadfast and immovable. This seems to be a major stumbling block in your life at this time. Perhaps your current job gives little recognition, with no real sense of accomplishment or success. You may feel unheard in your relationships. Possibly the error lies in the fact that in your heart, you really feel your struggle is hopeless. You may recognize it on an intellectual level, but you are easily shaken when you do not see the fruit of your exertion. Ganesha, sorry, let me slow down. I'm getting all excited. Ganesha is pictured here riding the elephant to engage you in the energy of the elephant spirit. Elephants can teach you that kindness, dedication, and communication in relationships is very powerful. They remind you that it is necessary to keep relationships alive, trusting, and loving, whether the relationship is with friends, family, or partner. Deeply faithful to all creatures with which they have relationships, elephants are tough when protecting others and gentle when nurturing them. The matriarch, the oldest, most experienced female leader of a herd, leads in a way that is both gentle and inclusive. Elephants are able to communicate telepathically. When you draw this card, your ability to truly listen to others is enhanced. Do whatever is necessary to safeguard your resolve. You are receiving guidance that this is the time to dig in. Remain focused and don't get caught up in trying to create a change. The energy in your job or relationship is ever changing. Ask Ganesha to bring you the strength to work through what is happening. Stay committed and on track. Do not give up, as change will show up soon and the situations will be transformed. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And we pulled that for a reason. And the last card is Inner Knowing. You have a place inside you that holds your most significant answers. Within each of us lies our own intuitive knowing. Motivation and ideas are present, yet untapped in this space within us. The spark of the divine waits patiently for us to tune in and retrieve our guidance. This is a time of soul searching. You are in a phase of introspection where you are drawing your attention and focus inward and looking for guidance within. You have a strong need to understand, not just at the surface level, but also to really know why things are unfolding in the manner that they are. You now have access to the inner knowing that the truth and acceptance you seek is within you. This is a perfect time to take a step back from your day-to-day life and deeply contemplate your motivations, personal principles, and values. Seek the truth. Work with Ganesha and see that through meditation, consideration, and self-assessment, the opportunity to evaluate your direction and personal goals awaits you. Your priorities may shift as you develop a deeper perspective. Take this opportunity for some much-needed time alone. Period, Ganesha. Period. And I know you see why we pulled this card as well. Because that is everything wrapped up. This ebb period that you are in was divinely orchestrated for you to regain your composure, to integrate everything that you have been learning in this past season, because this ebb means that you are entering a new season of your life. You are literally entering a new season of yourself, of a new sense of inner knowing. So everything that you are experiencing is happening exactly as it's meant to.